Oh boy, Overwatch 2's live stream is today. I can't wait to see what kind of changes are going to be coming to my favorite hero. So, you guys might have heard the news that my queen, MEI, is getting nerfed in Overwatch 2. They are removing the freeze ability altogether from her primary freeze and including her ultimate's freeze. Or I think they're gonna be removing it from her ultimate ability because when I was watching the Overwatch 2 multiplayer live stream, there were two clips that stuck out to me. When Baptiste got frozen, which the only way you can get frozen by MEI is, at that time, I guess, from her ultimate, but then later on there was a clip where Torbjorn got trapped in her ultimate as well, and he got out of there scot-free. He was slowed down, but he wasn't frozen. So that part I'm very confused about if it's going to be removed from her ultimate or not, but it's definitely removed from a primary from a fire. Let's talk about that. Listen, I'm not going to overreact by Blizzard nerfing my favorite hero. All I'm going to say is Overwatch 2 is canceled. Yeah, we're not going to be playing Overwatch 2 in the future if they're going to be removing my favorite hero's feature and what makes me actually play good in Overwatch. It always sucks to see your favorite hero get nerfed, but I understand that it's an important and integral part of the game for it to be not only balanced, but also enjoyable. And when it comes to MEI's freeze ability, I understand that that's probably one of the most frustrating parts about Overwatch. I mean, when Overwatch first came out, that's the reason why so many people hated MEI, is because they got stopped in their tracks and they felt like they were just playing the game and got caught with their pants down. But even though she was one of the most annoying heroes, she was one of the worst heroes in Overwatch. And fast forward in 2021, she is still one of the worst heroes in Overwatch. Statistically, she is actually the 7th least played hero in Overwatch and the 4th least played DPS. So she's bad, and that's coming from a MEI main. So that's why I had my initial frustration hearing that MEI is getting a nerf because, well, she's already one of the worst heroes in the game. Why are they nerfing her even more? But then things kind of changed once I saw what they were gonna do with her primary form of fire, but then also what they were gonna do as terms of buffing her, because this is a balance change, not strictly just a nerf change. But while the freeze portion of her primary freeze and maybe the ultimate are gonna be gone, you are still gonna be able to slow down the enemy so that you can still play strategically with your other DPS like a Reaper or a Soldier. But then Blizzard also decided to give MEI more damage on top of that. So the way that I see it is that the icicles are going to be doing, well, the same damage that they've always been doing with maybe a little extra kick, but the primary form of fire, which was always seen as an ability to stop an enemy in their tracks, can also be used as a form of damage now, maybe for bad MEI players or MEI players that are playing in close combat situations that maybe can't get an icicle off that well. Really, the whole idea of this MEI change is to make it so that it actually takes skill to play MEI, because I'll be the first one to admit that, yeah, I kind of rely on the MEI primary freeze because I like an enemy being able to stand still so I can kill them. I mean, don't we all? But if that's the case, where we want to make heroes have a little bit more skill involved to secure kills, what if we were to nerf Roadhog's hook, where every single time you hook the enemy, you can pull him closer to you and get the kill? And I know that sounds like a stupid idea, but when you think about it, both abilities are under the same umbrella. They're both CC abilities, and when it comes to Roadhog, you're probably getting hooked by him because either A, you're out of position, or B, he outplayed you so he deserved the kill. Can't the same be said for MEI, where either A, you're out of position so MEI froze you, or B, she outplayed you by freezing you, but more than likely, she's at the front lines where she's putting herself in danger. And it was just an example. Don't call me an idiot in the comments for suggesting that we should nerf Roadhog, because I don't think we should nerf Roadhog. But if we're looking at CC abilities that we should nerf, well, shouldn't that be included in the conversation too, and not just MEI's primary form of fire? But if it does end up in Overwatch 2, I will understand. It will just suck because, well, 4 years playing a hero like MEI, where, yeah, I heavily relied on the primary form of fire, will kind of suck to get used to. It will take me a while to get used to the idea that, yeah, I do a little bit more damage, but I can't just stop somebody in their tracks anymore unless I slow them and then put a wall in front of them when they're trying to run away like I do with Soldier or Roadhog. And if that's how I have to play, then that's how I have to play. And they did say that everything that they talk about in these live streams, whether it was from BlizzCon Online or in this specific live stream, that it's still in development. It's not set in stone that this is going to be coming out in Overwatch 2, but you guys got to realize that when they talk about something like this on a grand scale, like a live stream, more than likely it is going to be coming into Overwatch 2. Like, why would they make a big announcement where 99% of people are annoyed with MEI's primary freeze and then not bring it? That just doesn't really make sense. So if we can bank on any kind of hero changes being set in stone in Overwatch 2, it's probably going to be MEI's nerf, because when you also think about it, Bastion's going to get heavily reworked. You know he is, because he's the worst hero in Overwatch right now, and we didn't see any gameplay in this Overwatch 2 live stream. So if they want to push the agenda that, oh, maybe these changes will come into Overwatch 2, but it's still in development, then show us what you got for Bastion. They don't want to show us what they got for Bastion because they haven't found the perfect way to rework Bastion. They found the quote-unquote perfect way to rework MEI, so they showed us it and just kind of said, well, maybe it'll come into Overwatch 2. It's going to come into Overwatch 2. You know it's going to come. But at the end of the day, this is their job. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're also listening to the community. Because, again, I'm not trying to be blind when it comes to MEI hate. I understand that she's one of the most annoying and hated heroes in Overwatch, and it's all because of the freeze ability. People have been complaining about it for years, so they changed it. They got rid of it indefinitely, but they also did balance out MEI by giving her more damage. But for somebody that has just played with that same playstyle, freeze somebody, ice cold to the head, it sucks to know that 4.5 years of playing this hero that I love, now I have to suddenly change when the sequel comes out. The way that I described it was as if Genji got his deflect removed. Well, yeah, you shouldn't necessarily always rely on the deflect. It would change your playstyle up with Genji completely because there are some rounds where, yeah, you do need that deflect. Well, same thing with MEI. There are some times where, yeah, I would love to be able to freeze the backlining Hammond or the Soldier 76 that is at the front lines when he should be at the back lines or on the high ground because, well, you're out of position, bro. You should die. But if Blizzard wants to remove it, then I understand because they're trying to make Overwatch 2 be a skillful game. They don't want people to cheese the meta. They don't want people to cheese heroes. That's why I'm sure Bastion's getting reworked because he's totally cheese with the pirate ship comp. MEI is cheese when it comes to the freeze, and when it comes to Overwatch 2, they want everybody to feel like they're doing good because they are good at the game, not because they're playing a specific hero or playing a specific way. So I know I'm making it seem like it's the end of the world for MEI, when in fact she might even be better because, well, a skillful MEI player would be able to utilize the damage buff that she did get. And I know I keep harping about MEI's nerf when there were other heroes that also received a nerf, but it was really the only hero nerf that was heavily highlighted because, in case you guys don't know, Reinhardt also received a nerf. While he did receive a lot of buffs in the form of 2 fire strikes and the ability to steer when he's charging a lot more controlled and have the ability to stop on a dime whenever he's charging, well, he also has a 1200 HP barrier now. Some of you guys might not have seen that because we were so focused on all the pretty colors and the skins and the other abilities that were given to like Winston and MEI. So heroes are gonna be changed for the better, and I will be making lots of other videos talking about those changes in detail. I just really wanted to make a video kind of giving my initial thoughts on the MEI change. I was upset, I was frustrated because, well, that's my baby. That is what I grew up playing Overwatch on, was the ability to freeze people, and for that ability just to be like gone like that, it's like, oh, now I have to actually be skillful at the game. I say that jokingly, but I just have to adapt and change my playstyle, which isn't the end of the world. It just simply sucks. It's like when Mercy's ultimate got changed to an ability back in, I think, 2017. Lots of people thought Mercy was useless, and now it's pretty normal to be able to just res one person every 30 seconds. Not a lot of people are complaining for Mercy's fat res to continue because, well, that was a lame ability. And same could be said for MEI's freeze. So that's why now my opinion's changed a little bit. I just really have to see how much more damage you can really do with MEI because they didn't really showcase all that much. So once I get my grubby little paws on Overwatch 2, I will let you know if MEI is bad or god awful, because MEI is bad right now. Do not get that twisted, but maybe with this damage buff, she will actually be S tier. She won't be S tier, but anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about these MEI changes coming into Overwatch 2, and I'll see you guys later with some more Overwatch 2 videos. I love you guys, and bye.